Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another EA Sports PGA Tour Career Mode Series video, and today it is time for the final round of the Masters at Augusta National here in Season 2. So right now, after the first 3 rounds, Ryan Gamer is sitting 9 under par. We're tied for 31st place, and we are 10 off the leader. So the leader right now is Xander Schauffele through 3 rounds. Xander has dominated, has a score of 19 under par, and is looking like he is going to win today. But anything can happen at the Masters. And my goal, first off, is to get into the top 10. If we can somehow have that historical final round and shoot like a 15 under, I don't think that's going to happen. If we do that, we really celebrate. But my goal is to try to get in the top 10. We are not many strokes off of the top 10. We posted a great round in round number 3, a 5 under par, one of my best rounds on TrueSim at Augusta National. There's only one thing left to do. Go on out there in what could be Ryan Gamer's final round of the Masters in EA Sports PGA Tour. We gotta do this, everybody. We gotta go out strong. Who knows? Maybe we have an epic comeback. But as you can see, with AI scoring difficulty of 100, as you've seen this whole tournament, well, they kind of dominate at Augusta National. I mean, the record at Augusta National tournament score was Dustin Johnson, right, in 2020 of 20 under. And Xander Schauffele is about to break that record in this tournament here. So yeah, it's going to be tough. We got Ryan Gamer and Jordan Spieth playing at the final round of the Masters, and 10 to 15 miles per hour winds. Oh my. Well, we can only hope that affects the AI, and we can only hope that we somehow absolutely dominate. But yeah, at the time I'm posting this video, there are 23 days left until a new golf game, PGA Tour 2K25, in a brand new career mode when that game launches. I am so excited for that one. So stay tuned for that. Going to be playing so much of that game when it releases. But we're going to take it all in what could be the final Masters. I don't think it will be the final Masters. I think from time to time, I will jump into the majors on this game in the career mode here. Hopefully, we get a new EA Sports game here sometime soon. I don't know if we will. That's just wishful thinking, but we will see. But it is time. The final round of the Masters here. Second season, looking for our first green jacket. It's got to be the most electric round of golf ever. But let's go ahead and dive on in. If y'all get some enjoyment, drop a like, subscribe for more, and there's plenty more sports game content to tune into on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel.
Sunday at Augusta. 3 simple words that bring to mind those timeless images of yesteryear. And what lies in store today? What decisions to be made? What putts to agonize over? What roars will echo and reverberate through the second 9? And who will be left standing in the twilight, trophy aloft, sporting a new green jacket? This is the final round of the Masters.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today could be a coronation in the world of golf, a champion crowned, a green jacket awarded, and enough memories created to last a lifetime. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, the leader is the most recent gold medalist, Xander Schauffele. He's got it to 19 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer here, well back on the scoreboard and just looking to go out and make some birdies.
It's time. The patrons are here to see one thing. They're here to see a Ryan Gamer electric comeback here. We're going to attack everything. It's going to be almost impossible in these wins. We've played good in tough wins before. Get your one times ready. Let's stay locked in and dominate. That's perfect. I mean, that wind is at the 15 miles per hour mark.
The fairway to get this Sunday round started.
Going to be a battle. I mean, we played with Jordan Spieth last year a couple times, and this year we played with him a couple times in the final round. He's had that this year. He had like a 130-foot putt or something crazy like that. He has the longest putt of the year.
That will do nicely into Augusta's first
but
fairway,
he's dominated.
And this round is off and running.
That's a good drive.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay the third.
Left himself with 144 yards to the front, 154 to the hole. Have to calculate the wind coming from right to left.
I mean, you can see the wind affect Jordan Spieth's shot.
Close, but safely on the green.
Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second.
123. Up the hill here, and this is going to be a tough shot. I can see why Jordan Spieth played that to the middle. You definitely don't want to miss right. That short-sided chip shot would be almost impossible. And the wind is up there probably 10. It seemed like 15 on the drive, but I'm going to play it as like 10 or 11 right now. It's uphill, 129 yards away. I'm going to hit a finesse shot just to keep it a little bit lower. Good strike. Wow, that wind was at 15. Okay. Going to be in a similar spot to Spieth, right? Who will get the look first? I think Spieth will get to use our line.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
I mean, this slope at the beginning is insane. It's flat at the beginning as far as elevation changes, then it's uphill at the end. But this is going to break heavily off that foot lie. I mean, ball is well below the feet. Going to rock left to right the entire way and might come back just at the very end. Shadows definitely make this extremely tough to read. Now, Spieth gets a line here. Wish it was the other way around, but got to make putts. Does it come back? It does a little bit at the end, but good speed.
Sliding by to the right. Here's Jordan for birdie.
You know, this course is just all about course management. Putting yourself in the proper positions off the tee and on the greens, right? You put yourself in the wrong positions on these greens, you're in trouble. And Jordan Spieth drains it.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's into double figures now at 10
What a
under
putt.
par. Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And it'll stay at -9.
Yeah, of course the leaders have not teed off yet. We got to get an eagle here. You know that we've eagled this hole before, and we just got to do it here in the final round. Come on, what a moving day it was. We moved, we played great on the par fives, we played great in general, and Jordan Spieth laid off the driver there, a little partial driver, right?
It's going to catch that slope a bit and keep getting better here at hole number 2.
I don't really understand that. I guess you take the bunker out of the play. It's a short hole anyways, but I don't know. Ooh, that wind, I can see why. I've got to start learning how to hit the diagonal shot because the swing in the new PGA Tour 2K game is very similar to the swing in this game. So how tempo affects the distance, it's the swing playing at the beginning and end. Definitely looks way more penalizing in PGA Tour 2K25, but I just got to get used to the diagonal swing, right? I'm not going to do it in the Masters, but next career mode episodes in this series, I will be trying the diagonal shot regardless of how we shoot. Because in 2K25, I'm going to have to hit it. So, better get used to it now, right? That ball shot off to the right.
Working up the right side.
I mean, you talk about shot off. Patrons, you better watch out. Does that count as hitting the fan or the patron? Right, they're not fans at the Masters. They're patrons.
In the second
People
cut.
get really upset about that. Learn that in season 1. Wow, did I learn that? People get very heated when you call them fans at the Masters. They're not fans, they said. They're patrons. Big difference. But I looked up the definition. It's the same thing, but just a different word. So I didn't tell him that in the YouTube comments. I never corrected him. Been like, well, YouTube, I mean, Google, and by definition, they're the same thing.
That
just
second
different
shot
words
here
for
to
the same
par
thing.
5, Frank got
So
everything
yeah,
out of
that patron gets to go to dinner tonight with Ryan and Jerry.
And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Imagine, like, you all would stand there too. Who wouldn't want to just stand there and take a slight hit on the foot, the back of the foot, and get a dinner with Ryan Gamer and Jerry? It's not even fair, right? Okay, focus up. Downhill, mean pin location. We've got to send this off that left to right side slope. Here we go. The wind is ripping. You're talking about 15 miles per hour. We have a great lie here in the second cut. That's perfect. Go in. Wow. We can pull out the Texas wedge here.
And that's where you need to be, back into the fairway on this par 5.
Now, Spieth is in a great spot to score this. Looks like a spinner shot. It was the spinner. Oh, no, it wasn't. Hit just the regular pitch shot
It
with
just
no
came out
spin.
blazing.
That
Soon
was
as it hit the
interesting.
green, it was never going to stop.
Not sure what Spieth was doing on that one. Clearly did not want to get that one close, right? Okay. So it's breaking steadily right to left. It's downhill. This is a nightmare to chip, and it's a nightmare to putt as well. I think chipping can get us a little bit more spin here with full spin and put this to the right and just let it trickle on down. That was embarrassing, right? I can tell you one thing. When Jerry grabs that wedge out of Ryan's hand and hands on the putter, he's going to do it with, like, anger. He's going to rip that club out of the hand and just shove that putter right there. just push that putter
really
right
just
against
sort of
Ryan's
wasting
body. Like,
shots.
what
Those
were
are
you
the ones,
doing?
Frank,
That's why you
expect
don't
to get in there
chip.
close.
Yeah,
You
give
hit
him a
that
little
Texas
credit. Maybe
wedge.
overzealous, expecting to hole it, but what could have been a tap in is now a difficult part.
I cannot believe I short swung
That's
that
a
bad.
confident roll
What good
right
par
there.
from
Well
Spieth, but
done. It's a par here at
okay,
the second.
it's all right.
And he'll remain right where he is.
And I do want to point out, so Jerry will be the caddy in PGA Tour 2K25. Doc, she is stepping down as the caddy. She just wants to go into the agent role for Ryan Gamer. She's caddied so long. She's earned so much. She's just ready to step down. And Jerry will be the caddy in PGA Tour 2K25. So don't you all worry. Jerry will not go anywhere. Downhill, ball above the feet. Gotta make this one. I mean, this one is breaking a lot. We got a glimpse of it with the chip shot. That was just a terrible shot. Sorry. Hey, we got this. We can make this. We know how to do this. Positive self-talk. One time. Gotta hit it.
Now, that's a good opportunity, unfulfilled.
That is the most painful par ever, but we just have to use it, learn from it, and move on. That's on me. That's just,
finished off
you
the
never
par.
see
Here's
me
the second.
short-sided chip that much. I don't
He'll
know why
stay
I was so
right
scared.
where he is.
You can't win the Masters if you play scared in the final round. Like, I don't know why it's like I knew what I was doing, but you get up to hit the shot, and it's like the nerves hit you, and then you just swing the club. I don't know what I was doing there. I truly don't. And I'm sorry you all had to see that. I'm sure that was painful to watch. Trust me, it was more painful for me, but that was embarrassing. Spieth laid up big time there. Hey, it's all right. Hey, somebody said in round one, they were right. More positive self-talk before the shot. And I watched that back, and like, you're completely right. I was not confident enough in my shots, and I changed that round 2 and 3, and it changed the week. Gotta be confident. Where's the wind? Okay. That's a 15 miles per hour wind blowing from right to left. That didn't even affect it. It's because the shot dispersion pushed us off to the right.
Should be able to spin this if he wants. 96 yards left for his second.
That's beautiful. That's fantastic. Good
I
shot
always
from
looked
Spieth.
inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Yeah, this is
From
an
the fairway.
ideal
Let's go to
scenario
Noda.
too.
Well, it's a short shot on paper, but this shot will definitely embarrass you if you don't pay attention. Green is sloped severely from right to left. It's elevated, which makes it awfully difficult to get the ball
Yeah,
close.
it's the thing that makes this shot tough specifically is the side hill lie combined with the 15 miles per hour wind, right? That's perfect. Come back. Should a little bit. Let's go. Come on.
Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. This a little under 10 feet for birdie.
Okay, this looks dead straight. Up the hill. Ball is above the feet. Not much break whatsoever. You know, it's interesting. Based on how our... I don't know. I think this is straight in. Maybe a little bit left edge, actually, believe it or not. Yes!
Okay,
You're straight
nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3.
Beautiful. Double
And
breaker.
he'll get it to 1 under for the round, 10 under for the tournament.
Is there that much break here? I'm glad we're not where Spieth is. That's a nightmare putt. I mean, I would have done the same thing. Welcome to Augusta National, everybody. Welcome to Augusta National.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 3rd. And he's going to remain
26th
at
place.
10 under.
9 off. I mean, I don't think we're going to see a 9 under round today like we've been seeing all week. I truly don't. 241 downhill, the meanest pin location you could ever imagine. And you want to be anywhere but the sand. This wind makes this almost impossible. Got to be a 5-iron drive, and we need a lot of luck. Perfect, perfect. A little bit too much, but it's safe,
Yeah, this
right?
is a tee shot that's
Gotta flop
perplexed
it.
many a golfer over the years. That's going to wind up being too long.
Wind. You know, it was a
Off the back of
crosswind.
this 4th green.
It was at the back as well a little bit, but I mean, that wind just sent it. That's gone too. You just can't, in this wind, you just can't get it on the green. And you'd rather be where me and Spieth are. You don't want to be in that sand.
One not on
It's a
the green,
nightmare.
but not a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
Because now you just hit a nice little flop into the wind and then put it close. Perfect.
One of the hardest things in golf is to turn 3 shots into 2.
Spieth better
And with
flop
that
this,
beautiful
right?
use of the flop shot, it's a good chance really to get up and down.
Or just do that.
Off the flagstick.
Well, that certainly was a shot to hit, Spieth. I cannot believe he hit a pitch shot there. That makes no sense. Like impossible from there. What a putt. He knew what he was doing, though.
It is a good par here at number 4. And
This
he'll
is
remain
match play
right where
between
he
me and
is.
Spieth right now. And there's a bird back to
Okay,
back.
that
I mean
one
par,
finished
sorry.
off. It's a par here
You're not
at
going to
4.
birdie that hole. I think I
And he'll
birdied
stay
that hole
right
once
where he
in this
is.
game. And it was not on True Sim. I don't think I've ever birdied it on True Sim. I think I birdied it on Arcade. And it was still really tough. Come on. Focus up. That's perfect.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass.
That's a good drive, but again, Jordan Spieth is laying off every single time, which is very interesting. I
Just
mean,
the
he's
7
playing
wood
great,
there.
so we can't
Trying to
really
control the
question it,
flight,
but
that is safely into the fairway.
leaving yourself
Breeze
238
at his
here,
back
that's like
shoulder as he
impossible.
lines up his second from the fairway.
I'd be amazed if Spieth gets this close. He's fading it. I mean, absolute perfection. Like, why am I to question Jordan Spieth?
Well, going to be a lengthy putt for birdie, but on a long approach
That's
like that,
fantastic.
anything on the green is a welcome sight.
Yeah, anything on the green in this wind
we
is definitely
check in with
welcome.
Noda.
Finding the fairway here at the 5th does not guarantee that you're going to hit the green. A series of undulations and bumps really make it tough to get it close.
And I'm not a huge fan of the knockdown shot, but when you have 15 miles per hour winds, I do like it fully lofted. And I'm going to do a little knockdown here. Hit it into that upslope and then get it to stop. That's very well done. The problem is I hit it a little bit further than I wanted to on the
It's a solid
calculation,
shot and a green in
and this downhill
regulation,
putt's
but
going to
a
be tough.
little
It might be
away from
uphill.
the
We'll
band.
see. This is uphill for
Now,
Spieth. This
to
is the putt I
this.
wanted.
It's for birdie.
A similar putt to this. You want an uphill putt here. You leave yourself downhill, which I think we might still be an uphill putt. We'll see. Oh, that's in. It never
Good
came back.
speed
Good
there.
putt.
That'll leave just a couple of feet. Now this for birdie.
And not much up or downhill here,
Yeah,
so
never
speed
mind.
not a
This is pretty flat.
consideration. All that needs to be looked at is the movement from left to right.
Yeah, it's left to right the entire way. The shadow makes it really tough, obviously. But this is very makeable. One of the easier putts you're going to have here at Augusta National. One time. That's great speed. That's really good speed. It
No,
just slid
I
at the
underread
beginning
that
more than I
one, and it
expected.
winds up missing below the hole.
I think I had the right idea most of the read besides the very beginning when it dove.
That one finished off.
Good hole.
Radius apart here at 5. And he'll remain right where he is.
You know, 1 under in these wins, pretty impressive so far. Plenty of golf left.
He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par.
Both of us are 1
And
under.
he'll
We're
stay
tied.
right where he is.
Little match play golf right now. Jordan Spieth and Ryan Gamer. 193 downhill. This is the meanest pin location ever. I've never even been close here, but that changes today because we're going to attack this pin. And what I'm going to do here is a knockdown shot. So I'm going to knock it down, fly it under the wind a little bit. The wind's still going to grab it quite a bit. But I'm going to do a knockdown 4-iron and send this one close. The wind's still going to grab it quite a bit on the knockdown. I just want to land this on the green and have it roll off. Patrons, what?
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
I was late to saying patrons watch out. My 4, I didn't even anticipate. What was I doing? I forgot about the downhill. What was I doing there? I completely disregarded.
All right,
I
you
was
take
so
those
worried
all
about
day
the
long.
wind and
On
so
the
worried
green,
about it that I
chance for
forgot the
birdie coming up.
downhills, the
One thing's for
extreme
sure,
downhill
He's going to have to
shot.
hit this one with some pace.
You never
traveling
see me make a
uphill
mistake like
much
that.
of the way.
That patron, I believe, got hit right in the face. Ryan may be forced to retire. They might not let him back at Augusta National. That was brutal. Well, Jerry,
This
go
one
check on
gonna
that
have to
fan
stop
and
quickly. It's his second.
make sure you get them to the medical team, and then after they go to the hospital to make sure they're fine, invite them to dinner. That was brutal. That was so brutal. Wow, I feel sorry for that fan. Okay. Imagine hitting a shot after that. That fan did not move. Wake up, Ryan. Pitiful. I was so worried about the wind. I did not stop to reset and think about how far downhill this hole plays. And I know that. I know how it plays. I just disregarded it. And when I hit that, you'll notice it in the shot. I just wasn't even expecting it to go long. And then it was too late after I said 4.
He is.
I don't think I yelled 4. I was like, patrons, I didn't know what to say. What? And then boom. Oh. Yeah, I don't think Ryan is going to be welcome back to the Masters. You might say, well, Ryan, why does PGA Tour 2K25 not have Augusta National? Well, Ryan Gamer hit too many fans, and they knew that Ryan Gamer is going to come back to a new career mode in the new game, and they knew that Ryan can't play Augusta National ever again. Just not safe. I wish PGA 2K25 had Augusta. I guess EA has the rights for longer than longer. 2K was able to get the other three majors, but not Augusta. So I don't know how long EA's licensing is, but let's make this putt. I need to stop talking and play golf. There we go.
Nicely done as he rolls that in for his
I mean, we're
par.
lucky we parred that.
And he'll stay right where he is.
There's no way the pros play good today. I would not be surprised if Xander Schauffele finishes the tournament 20 under. Like, this is just absolutely unreal, is it not? Like, unreal. Like, what are you supposed to do in this? I mean, play better, yeah, but... I'm playing the best I can, though. Just got to make better decisions.
And
Couple
that will
mistakes
not
today.
be the
Mental
desired
mistakes. And
outcome. It's into the second cut.
I got this. I got this. Let's wake up now. And I was so focused on the wind. That's what the wind can do to you sometimes. You get rattled in high winds, and that's a great example of that. You don't see me make that mistake too often, but I was so focused on the wind, I completely disregarded the fact that that ball is going to fly 20 yards further than you anticipate in that downhill shot. And when I set that up, you all were probably getting very nervous. Like, Ryan, you're about to crush a patron here.
Into the fairway.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I think he might have knocked somebody out there.
From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Ryan's not going to have
Well
any
positioned
fans in
the fairway, but
2K25
there is
career.
no guarantees to hit the green. It is protected by a series of bunkers all around it, and precision is a requirement.
Just so glad we have a new career mode, new golf game, and
it's
I
not
hope we
too
get
bad.
another
Good
EA
shot.
game.
Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good
Just not
chance,
convinced they
really
will.
outside chance for birdie.
Okay, 119. I don't think they will for a while, but I hope they do. Okay, here we go. Got it. I mean, gotta send this over into let the wind grab it. The wind's gonna grab it a crazy amount. Yeah, I was worried that we might not get that all the way there. It's a cross headwind. It's tough to judge that distance,
From the
but
rough
could have been
into the
worse.
bunker or the frying pan into the fire. Sometimes mistakes, they just have a way of compounding themselves.
Yeah, Rich is right. I mean, that ball shot off a mile to the left on the shot
That is
dispersion.
a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par.
All right, let's see what Spieth can do.
Nah, the pace absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie.
That's how you
They'll
play
move
right
into
there.
red
Hey,
figures for the round at
firm
1 under
handshakes.
and 11 under for the tournament.
Jordan Spieth there. That's not an easy putt, and he made it look easy. It's going to be breaking a little bit left to right. Not much, but what a putt from Spieth. Are you kidding me?
Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7.
I mean, for these
And
high
he'll
winds, we're
remain
playing
right
good.
where
We're
he
not making a
is.
lot of mistakes. Well, hold that thought. We made quite a few mistakes, but but what I'm trying to say is we may have made quite a few mistakes, but we're still battling, right? We're still battling back for par, and we're not making bogeys yet. And the par 5 coming up, we need a
You can
birdie
hit the shot in your sleeve.
or better.
It's just 3-wood down there.
There's just no
reason
doubt
to do
about
anything
it.
else. 3-wood, perfect.
We don't need a power drive. Shot dispersion is too wild. Okay. I'm gonna let the HUD disappear so I can take a screenshot here. And I need everybody to one time every single shot on this hole. You all might be in one time the whole time, and thank you all. And make sure you all go check on that patron. If you're out here at Augusta National, if you were able to get in here, be a patron here to watch Ryan, can you all please go check on that fan and make sure they get the medical attention? I think it might have hit a couple fans right in the head. So, so make sure you, or no, sorry, they're not fans. That's right. I think I messed up there. Patrons, sorry. Whew. Don't want to make that mistake again. Some brutal comments. Where's the wind? Where is the wind? It's 15 miles per hour wind that didn't...
Five. That's into the bunker off the tee, and there's a giant lip on this one as well.
And you can't blame the shot dispersion. There was no shot dispersion there. It went dead straight. The wind never affected it. Can somebody explain to me how 15 miles per hour wind does not affect the ball at all from right to left? On a side wind?
Second shot coming up. Notice down there.
I don't even know what just
bunker
happened.
Up the right side. If you find your ball in here, you have no option but to lay up.
Well, Noda. Okay. Why we carry a hybrid right there. That is perfection. Noda said to lay up. He said, no, no, no. What a shot. I was nervous.
That's a good, safe play. Get it back out into the fairway. Get some distance if you can, and get set to try and make it.
Spieth is winning the battle right now. Spieth is absolutely dominating. I mean, we're playing good golf. We're only one off. Both players, we're both playing good. It's just welcome to Augusta National, right?
How good can you putt?
From the fairway, Noda, this is third.
Time for the
Ball
spinner.
sitting in the left half of this fairway, which definitely increases your chance of getting it close because of the angle.
Well, are we hitting into an upslope here or downslope? Downslope. Yeah, we've got to spin this one. My favorite shot in the game, the old spinner. I blasted it. Thought that uphill lie was going to play a little bit more. All right, it's all right. I'm pulling out the Texas wedge here. So believe it or not, I know it didn't show it, but Jerry basically gave Ryan a look like, if you chip this, you'll be looking for a new caddy. And Jerry said, I'll make sure nobody caddies for you. Left to right the entire way. You gotta hit it. Perfect line.
Oh, just needed a little bit more.
Miscalculated the uphill. I even overhit that putt, right? Just needed to add a little bit more distance on the shot setup. Wow, good putt for Spieth. I mean, both of us just did not capitalize on this hole. That is a painful, painful golf hole, is it not? Painful par, I mean, no doubt about it.
And he'll stay right where he is.
I tell you, it's just so special playing the Masters, though. Like, playing the Masters with you all. Thank you all for being a part of it. Like, it's so special.
And he'll
like,
remain right
they
where
knocked
he
it out of
is.
the park with recreating Augusta National in this game and this tournament, the Masters. Like, they knocked it out of the park with the Masters here. It's just so good. It really shows. They captured how difficult this course is, right? Like, I mean, you watch me play this course, you can see that. And you watch me play all the other courses in the game besides Evian Resort. But, like, I can play those courses pretty good, right? But you get me on Augusta National, and I play good, right? This is the best I've ever played at Augusta National on True
Here at hole number
But
9.
10 under, with the way the AI is playing, is not enough, right? I mean, it's just as simple as that. In the other tournaments, we would play good enough. We'd be playing good enough to win, probably. With if you transferred like this score, like the difficulty of this course and the score compared to the others, like, yeah. But at Augusta National, no, it's not enough. And I love the way they did that in this game. Like, they truly made the Masters the ultimate test, as it should be, right? It should be the ultimate test in golf. Should be the hardest tournament to win in the game. I mean, and it is. Oh my, is it? Yeah, I'd say. Won every other tournament. Haven't won the Masters,
This is
though.
position A, right in the fairway, and 180 yards to go.
This was our last chance before PGA Tour 2K25, and I really thought this was the year. I gave it my all, and I'm going to keep giving it my all here the rest of this round. I mean, let's somehow get a birdie on this hole, and we know it's tough, and let's have an electric back nine, get into the top 15 at least, right? Just love this course so much, love this tournament.
Well, from this section of the fairway, you have an opportunity to get the ball close to the back third of this green. It's going to require some good calculations on yardage and proper execution to get the ball to sit on the right plateau.
I mean, yeah, this knockdown shot is definitely the way to go. But again, this is a nightmare. This golf hole. So here we go. Really well struck. Really well hit. How did we generate that much spin? I de-lofted that too. I tell you, that wind. It's going to stop, thankfully, on the second tier. But,
and
like,
safely on deck.
I
That's
was
the
not
main thing,
thinking
but
that
from
would have picked up that
distance,
much
You
spin.
really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
I had the right idea. I just thought it would hop forward just a little bit with the D-loft. But here we go. Ball is sitting above the feet, working its way heavily from right to left. And got to bury this one. You know, one thing I want to point out, you see the patrons. I feel like in real life, I would be more nervous at the Masters than any other tournament because, like, people on their phones, I feel like I would be less nervous because I'm like, okay, they're distracted a little bit. But, like, you get them all paying attention and all eyes on you, not on their phones. Like, I feel like the nerves at Augusta National anyways would be up there because it's Augusta National. But I feel like not having phones would make me way more nervous as a player. Like, hey, use that phone and put that phone on. Watch your phone. Don't watch me. Here we go. That's a good putt. I mean, really is. And hit it a little bit firmer. It's in.
Go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, it's the break that you've really got to consider here. It will come from right to left.
If Spieth gets us within a foot, it's amazing.
Chance of getting it close.
Oh, that is impressive. If you all have not putt from there, it is almost impossible.
I mean, that was not far enough.
That was fantastic. Are you kidding me? Spieth is on fire today. I'll take a par here any day. Triple bogey in round one.
Good putt there for his par here at the
Hey, we
ninth.
bounced back.
And that's
1
gonna
under
make
on the
this
front
a
is not bad.
234 for the front side.
And if you think it's bad, well,
Just a tap in there
you
for
haven't
par
played
at
this
the
course on
ninth.
True Sim.
And he'll go out
in high winds.
34, 2 under par for this front side.
If you think 1 under is bad here, well, I don't think you've played it. On True Sim, no grids and very high winds. And, or I guess this is high, 10 to 15. So try it and then let me know how it goes. And I do want to point out, I get a lot of comments on this series.
And that's going
about
to sacrifice some distance, obviously, but the
Oh, wait a
7-wood
second.
there got to work out just fine playing for position. That's in the fairway.
Okay, time for the back nine here, everybody. Gotta have an electric round. But one thing I want to point out, I get a lot of comments in this series across all the videos, like people going back and watching this, and they talk about the caddy book when they added it. And I know everybody points out, Ryan, in the caddy book, you have a caddy book in real life and you have a caddy. Yes, you do, but you don't have lines moving. So I will use the caddy book on approach. I will use it for par putts, but I do not use it for eagles or birdies. Unless I accidentally pull it up, right? Because here's the thing. Yes, you have a lot of, if you watch the caddy book in real life or see one, you see a lot of detail, but you don't see the lines moving. Like, this gives you more information, way more information than you would have in real life. Like, yeah, you would have a caddy, you'd have that, but there's a lot of variations. You would not have the exact movement on the green grid. So that's why I don't use the caddy book for eagles and birdies, right? Because it gives me, I want to play without the grids on. So the caddy book gives grids on, right? So I don't mind to use it on all the other shots, but when I get on the green for birdie or eagle, I do not use the caddy book. And a lot of people point that out, like, why don't you use it? They have caddy books in real life, but that's the reason. This is way different than the caddy book you'd have in real life, right? There's still, yeah, those caddies obviously know everything about the slopes of the greens. Those caddy books are insanely detailed, but you still don't have the grid lines moving, right? So although I get the point that a lot of people are trying to make, I understand that, but I don't want the grids on. So, like, if they had an actual caddy book there, imagine how awesome that would be. Like, imagine if they had a replica of the Augusta National caddy book for every single green in this game that you could use in True Sim mode.
To begin this
Imagine how cool that would be. Like, I'm talking about an actual, like, if you all have not seen an actual caddy book, yeah, they are awesome. But imagine having that information on screen, like an actual caddy book showing the green would be incredible. I want a golf game to do that so bad. I don't think we'll ever get it, but I think it'd be electric. That's a great shot from speed. But that's why I just want to point out that is why I don't. Because if they actually showed the contours like you would in a caddy book and show like that information, I would use it 100%. But the grid lines just, I don't like having them on this career mode. I want to play it on the True Sim, so the grid lines give me too much. And I know it's a personal problem, right? There's nothing wrong with using the caddy book, obviously. It's a fantastic feature they added. It's just I don't want to use it unless it's a par or approach or anything like that. Here we go. Just a personal choice, you know. We each have our own difficulty things we want to play, and we use the caddy book every time. You know, we've won 10 tournaments this year already. We would dominate even more. Here we go. That's perfection. Absolute perfection. The best shot I've ever hit there.
It was either too much for breakfast or a little too much club, and that's going to leave a very tough downhill next one.
Tough break. I feel like every single putt both of us have had has been like a 1 foot break. What a putt speed.
That's the way to start.
Come on.
The backside, a perfect read. It's a birdie at number 10.
Such a tough putt. I mean, downhill a lot. Ball below the feet. I was playing that to get underneath the hole, and the wind just took it. I'm going to play it a couple cup links to the left. I'm going to break quite a bit here. Get in, baby! Who one-timed that? Which one of y'all did that, you legends?
Slope, it's in for a birdie.
Get
And
your
he's
coffee,
into
whatever
double
you're
figures
drinking.
now at
Cheers.
10 under par, 2 under on his round.
Making our way to Amen Corner, everybody. As Frank always points out, Amen Corner does not start off the tee on 11. It's the approach shot from the 11th hole. The tee shot on the 12th. And the 13th.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive.
Yeah, that's really well done. Carried at 255 and just got a great roll. Come on. There's that diagonal swing played. That's perfection.
That one up the right side.
Absolute perfection. That's going to go a mile with that wind.
That is into the fairway. Now one of the tougher second shots in golf. The second here at 11.
Did you all notice one of the daily goes on the screen there? It said make 3 breaking putts. Is that what that said? Every putt's a breaking putt. I guess unless it's straight in. Make 3? Did that say make 3 breaking putts? We've done that. That had to say something else, right? Unless it means breaking just means it breaks more than like a foot or something. I don't know.
I've
never noticed that.
Players. It lands it on the putting surface from a million miles away and still manages to hold the green.
This is going to be an absolute nightmare in this wind. Good thing we're hitting into an upslope here. A relatively flat pin location. This wind is going to add a mile to it. So got to add some loft to it. And just hope we get the right number here. I took off a lot of distance there. That's perfect. It's going to hop and then come back. Oh, it's not going to come back. Good shot, though. That wind just added decreased the backspin, increased the roll.
Going back down the hill now. Going to require some touch.
A birdie putt here at the 11th.
There is a sneaky bit of break from left to right on this putt, but don't overdo it.
Oh, never a doubt. That one was tracking the entire way. It is in for a spectacular birdie.
Okay, Jordan.
To 11 under par.
Hey, I want to point out Jerry is a huge Jordan Spieth fan. You know Jerry spent a lot of his caddying career in Texas, and big fan of Jordan Spieth. So, Jerry is fired up. Downhill, ball sitting above the feet slightly here. A big birdie chance here. Jordan Spieth just dropped a big birdie, and this looks almost dead straight. I mean, if anything, it's just moving barely. That went off to the right when ball was above the feet.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
Should have broke left at the beginning. And that thing broke right. You can see it on the caddy book now. Yeah, look, it doesn't look like it's moving whatsoever. It should have been breaking right to left. That had to be a shot dispersion thing, because I missed tempo. I bet it went off my club face to the right. I bet that was a shot dispersion or putt dispersion.
Okay, well done.
Which does happen.
Par here at 11, and he'll stay at 11 under par.
I mean, it's part of the game, right? Part of them when your putting stats a little bit lower, you'll get some shot dispersion issues, and there's a great example of that. Shot went off to the, instead of breaking a little bit right to left, it went off to the right, and I overhit it, right? So basically what happened was, it's hard to, I don't think it was that it was wrong. I don't think it was shot dispersion. I think I hit it too hard. It just took the break out of it. That's perfection. That is a dangerous shot to hit. Maybe not perfect. It rode off, and he's going to hit the Texas wedge probably.
Going to continue off the back of the green, but it shouldn't be too bad from back there.
If Jordan Spieth does not hit the Texas wedge, I don't think Jerry will be a fan anymore. Full loft here, little drive action. Need a lot of luck here. Wow. I underestimated how much that wind was going to add to it.
Not a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
I don't know if I'd call this not a terrible spot. It really is. It requires a perfectly hit flop shot. And it shot off to the right in that wind. Oh my goodness. Welcome to Augusta National Amen Corner, everybody.
Now a second to this par 3.
That flop shot looked like we just hit into a 40-mile-an-hour wind. Oh. I know Jerry is not Jordan's caddy, but I guarantee Jerry's about to have a long conversation. Like, aren't you from Texas?
Par, Frank.
Jordan, aren't you a Texas Longhorn?
That's not ideal.
Didn't you go to Texas? Aren't you from Texas, Jordan?
Nah, the putter bails him out.
That's all Jerry's going to say. He's going to ask him every question. Wait, where did you go? Where are you from? Where'd you play college golf? He's going to ask him all these questions. He's going to Texas. Then he's just going to say, that's what I thought. Okay. Just wanted to double check to make sure you're from Texas. A little bit right to left, not a lot. I am just... Okay.
No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is.
Yeah, we got lucky. That's okay. You need a little luck at it in golf. I mean... It's so interesting because we're playing good golf. We're not making bogeys, and 10 to 15 miles per hour wind. This is my best round here
in the fairway.
on True Sim, right? Like, we're playing good. The thing is, it just shows the difficulty. Everybody knows the difficulty of this course, but like, the difficulty of this course is absolutely insane. Like, it truly is, and that's what they nailed in this game, is the difficulty of Augusta National, right?
Excellent tee shot. Now it's decision
I know
time.
many
Whether to
people
go for this
who
par
this is
five
the
in
tournament
two
they
or not.
like, the only tournament they have not won in this game, right? Like, it's like I'm still trying to win at Augusta National. Like, I've tried so many times and I still can't win it. It is the true test. And I really do not like exclusive licensing in video games. I just
From
don't.
the fairway. Let's go to Noda.
It's so
Great
frustrating
place to
to me.
go after this green from the left side of the fairway. Player able to control their ball flight and hopefully control the spin to get it close.
I don't think anybody likes exclusive licensing, like for a sports game. It's just, it's so frustrating. You know, I want every PGA game to be able to have access to all the pros, all the courses. And it's just no game can ever do that, right? Because of exclusivity and licensing. You know, it'd be like playing Madden and not having all the teams or all the stadiums like licensing. I know it's different licensing, obviously, but I'm not a fan of exclusivity at all. Okay, let's hit a fully lofted approach onto the green. We need a lot of luck here. This is going to shoot off well to the left. The wind's going to blow it a mile. Look at that wind. Oh my goodness. That's perfectly struck though. We're dancing. Gonna be a tough dance, but we know how to dance.
Oh, what a shot, Frank. I mean, this is one you think about at the start of the round. The second at the par 5 13th at Augusta National, and that's how you draw it up.
To get it off that uneven line, carry Ray's creek.
Jordan's gonna have a
and
tough
hit
putt,
it on
too.
that
We both
skinny
are.
little piece of grass. What a great second shot.
This one definitely
Welcome
gonna
to
pick up
Augusta
speed as
National.
it
You all
goes
want to see
along
this?
its journey. This for an eagle.
Look at that downhill slope. Love this golf course so much. It is so awesome. Ball's below the feet. Send it. We have to tap this ball. I mean, really. A couple feet downhill. Go in. Please go in, ball. Go! Go! Go!
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. A birdie opportunity here at 13.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Good putt, Jordan. I am just...
Well, the
I'm
dreaded
hurt
double
from all the
whammy.
near misses this
Not
week. Just
enough
think
break,
back.
and he left it short.
So many near misses. Our putting has been on, though. Like, if you... This is the best putting I've ever had at Augusta National. Our putting has been on minus, like, 1 or 2 putts. That was a fantastic
safely in
putt.
for
We
par
had the
here at
line.
13.
Can't complain. It's a
He'll
tap-in
stay
birdie.
Right where he is.
12 under, and we're trying to get to
Just
speed.
like that, it's a birdie here at 13.
We are 3 under.
And he
That
gets
is
it to 12
really
under
good.
par.
Like, that is so good. Kind of insane, really. I mean, it's so easy to look at how the AI is playing and forget just the accomplishment that we're doing right now. It's so easy to get frustrated and laser focus on the fact that we are getting crushed in this tournament, but we are playing exceptional golf right now. Like, I can't play any better than I played this week on these settings on this course. Like, this is fantastic. It's just the AI makes you feel like you're terrible at the game, but I'm not. We're playing great. The fact that we have not bogeyed with some of the shots we've hit today, just fantastic. How does that ball not go to the right at all?
Going to be watching this one intently.
That's a
And that
12-mile-an-hour
will come down
wind,
into
but
the
the wind
second
just
cut.
doesn't affect it? Is the wind gusting down? It must be. It must be gusting down. And look, Jordan Spieth knows what to do now. That's interesting. That's one thing I have to point out.
And that a good shot up the hill and into the
What
fairway
made it-
at 14.
What makes this
From the
game
fairway,
very
we
frustrating
check
a
in
lot
with
of the
Noda.
times
Hole
is the shot
definitely sitting in
dispersion,
the go zone. If
RNG.
you can hit your number,
wait.
ball could get really close.
So, one of my big issues is the RNG shot dispersion, because here's the thing. The drive was fine input-wise, but it shot off to the left, and then the wind couldn't pull it back, right? So, I'm not a fan of RNG in swing. Like, the swing, the swing makes sense. It's the swing power, the underswing. The tempo affects the speed, the club head speed, the distance, either over or underswing. You got the swing plane at the beginning, the swing plane at the end, and if you draw and fade, you have to do a diagonal swing, right? It makes sense. The problem is, for me, is I don't like the RNG, really. Like, sometimes I like it from a true sim perspective, but, like, there's not a lot of variety. Like, if you know your exact swing off the tee, where the club hits the ball, all of that, there shouldn't be the RNG there, right? RNG should come when you're in the rough, right? The RNG should make sense on the rough, because you never know how the ball is going to fly out of the rough or a side hill lie. I find with the RNG in a lot of the portions in this game, especially when you're in the rough, in the sand, right? I like RNG in those situations, but when you're from the tee, in my opinion, when your input should match the outcome, right? And I know it's a big part of the difficulty in this game is that RNG, but I'm not a huge fan of RNG in very many sports games. I like it from playing this game on True Sim because it adds to the difficulty of it, right? I do like that. Now, we've got to punch this one. And the patrons better watch out. Every patron who's in attendance right now, I don't care where you're sitting, I want you all to know that this could go your way. I want you all to know that you are not safe no matter where you're sitting. Ryan Gamer's not safe. This ball could bounce off and hit him right in the head. That's so good. That's so good. Yeah, it's gonna stay up there on the fairway. That is really good. I mean, Spieth just crushed that. I mean, it's got to be a flop, even though I'm terrible at the flop shot, so got to read the wind. So close. Look how much the wind
All
affected
the
that.
elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
That's perfect. What a putt, Spieth.
Nothing routine about that one. Well done to roll it in for par.
It is amazing that
And
we
he'll
are
remain
putting for
right
par.
where he
I mean,
is.
we are parring
No issues
incredible
there.
today.
It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain at -12.
Recovery is fantastic. We're playing good golf, like really good golf. 3 under par in these settings today, and this wind is unreal. Like, actually unreal. Crush this ball. That's perfect. I'm going for it. I mean, there's you don't hold back.
This ball absolutely
31st place, and
down the middle.
we need a lot of scoring.
Seven wood off the tee, got it up in the air. This is going to wind up
Good
just
shot.
fine. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Looking at the greatest second shot in golf, but don't let the beauty fool you. There is trouble everywhere.
Let's see what Jordan can do here. 292 away. He's not going for this. He's laid up every single time today. Just kidding. Oh, Jordan has laid up every single time and then just sends it? What a shot.
Okay, he saw the shot, he played the shot, and he played it well, Frank. How about that decision not to lay up here and get it home in two?
Well, we can talk about it
mean-
now because that ball is safely on deck.
What?
But this is one of the great risk-reward par fives.
Yeah, I'd
If
say.
you try and lay it up, you've got probably the hardest short wedge shot in golf. So, took it,
Going
and
for
it certainly paid off.
Speech has hit the most dangerous shot you will ever hit. I'm taking a different route, and we're going right for it. Go in. Go. Go. Come on.
Oh, what a shot that
You
is.
want to win, or do you want to lose? I
That
don't think
will
we can
make
win,
for
but
a contented little
you all know what I'm
stroll
saying.
over that Saracen Bridge.
You get to see Jerry
Oh,
for
this one is
one last
tracking.
time,
It's on a
right?
good line. Look out. This one could be really good. Oh, another thunderbolt right there. What a putt. He can't seem to do anything wrong in this round. Wow.
Excuse me, Spieth? His putting this year has been unreal. Can't remember what tournament. Do you all remember what tournament that long putt was in? Ball is 1.7 degrees above the feet, rocking a pretty good amount from right to left. One time.
Boy, you don't get
I knew it
eagle
as soon
putts
as I
from
hit it.
that distance every day.
Just misread it.
But that one never got online.
Just barely misread it. As soon as I hit that, I'm like, that's
And
not
that
enough
one
outside.
finished off. It's a
4
birdie
under
here at
though is so
15.
good. I mean, we're about to break
And
my
he'll move
record
to
here. 5 under
13
is my
under par
record,
for the
and we're about
tournament.
to shoot 6 under on True Sim. I've shot better on arcade and pro and some of the other settings, right? But never on True Sim. True Sim, my best score is that 5 under. I mean, look at speed. That's perfection. That's what you want to do here. That's what you want to do right there. But speaking of the shot
Okay,
dispersion
that
in
one's
this game,
dancing.
I still get comments on my EA PGA Tour tutorials and videos, like older videos. And it's a lot of times it's new players. And they're like, I don't understand the game. Like, I hit the shot, it says I hit a perfect, and the ball shoots off a mile to the left. And it's just, I comment, I'm like, so this game has a shot dispersion or random number generation on every shot. So even if you hit a perfect input, based on the shot dispersion zone, it's going to either go off to, it's going to go anywhere in that. And you can also shift that zone when you increase and decrease the power of the shot. And they usually respond to me and they say something like, well, that just doesn't make any sense. And, well, I guess I could be like, well, yeah, that's fair. And I think for new players, it could be the most frustrating mechanic, right? RNG. It is frustrating. From a true sim, like playing this game on the hardest difficulty setting adds to the difficulty setting of it, but it can be very frustrating for new players. 185, the wind blowing off to the right, just because it just doesn't make sense. But what we're going to do here, we're going to try to hit this one right next to the hole. I'm going right for it. The wind grabbed it just a little bit more than I was expecting. We had the perfect distance, too.
Now
That
from
would
the
have
bunker.
kicked up.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
This is a nightmare shot. Don't try this at home. Jerry's getting nervous. Like, is Ryan really have the pick shot out here? Just blast this one out. No, Jerry.
Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par.
What a putt. Spieth is on fire with the flat stick today. That flat stick is just dominating for Jordan Spieth. He missed it, but like... There we go.
Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16.
Incredible round.
It'll hold tight at minus
Truly.
13.
In this wind, 4 under, we are playing lights out and limiting bogeys. Like,
okay, that'll be a par
we could be
here at
upset that we
16.
didn't win, but we can't be upset with the way we played.
Right
I made
where
one
he
true
is.
mistake, and a patron got knocked out because of it. Maybe a couple patrons. But don't you all worry. Ryan Gamer will cover all medical expenses for the fans. They'll get probably free dinner for like a year from Jerry and Ryan. Jerry's probably looking at Ryan as I'm saying this, like, what are you talking about free dinner for me? Ryan's the one who hit him, right? Don't you include me on this. Okay. Me? What are you talking about? That's all Ryan. I tell you, in PGA 2K25, I hate the diagonal swing. You all know this. You watch this career mode. I'm gonna be forced to hit it. And here's the thing.
Consider here as he eyes this second shot.
When you watch my swing in that game, when I try to hit a diagonal swing, you're gonna be very entertaining. It might be the most entertaining thing ever to watch, because you're gonna see me say something like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it this time. Been working on it." And you're going to see one of the worst swing. It's going to go in the opposite direction where I want it. It's like, Ryan, you're supposed to swing back to the right and up to the left. Somehow you carried it straight.
Had a good line in
and
the
then you
fairway,
hooked it
but couldn't do
45
anything
feet
with
to
it.
the right.
It was woefully
Yeah.
short.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. 161 uphill. Wind is kicking heavily from right to left into that slope. So what I've got to do is got to hit the knockdown shot and see if we can dial this one in. Knockdown shot, full loft, 7-iron into this wind should be the play. Perfectly struck. Wind, wind, wind. Okay. I thought that crosswind. It's not a heavy crosswind angle in the face. It's mostly a side wind. But the way the wind is played today,
finish up that near to the flag,
I don't want to
but still
underestimate it.
on the green.
Because you underestimate it, you're in that bunker. You hit a bad shot out of that bunker, you're right back down. But I thought the wind was going to grab that. Look, Spieth the same way. Like, so respectful of that bunker.
That's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay.
You just don't want to be there.
At 17.
And it's a very makeable one. There's not really a great deal of break or slope to discuss. Start it on a good line and it's nothing but cup.
Iona, it is breaking a mile left to right at the beginning, and then it cuts back at the right. Iona says it's barely breaking. Can I not read greens anymore? She said it's barely breaking. There's no way she's right. No shot. This thing's breaking a lot of feet. Yeah. What was Iona talking about? Go in!
That's a good set of hands right there to get it that close from that far away. This is a 19-foot putt.
Well, what's the most painful sport in the world? Well, I'll tell you.
A foot or so by.
Golf and baseball. Golf, because you could just keep
That
missing
one
by a
finished
couple
off
inches.
toward bogey here at
Baseball,
17.
you hit the perfect swing,
He's gonna
and then
drop
it
back
goes
to 14 under
straight
par.
to the defender sometimes. That's one of the best putts I've ever hit. Iona said that was straight. What was Iona looking at there? She was trying
No
to
problems there.
make us miss.
Here at 17. And he'll remain
25th
right
place.
where he
This is really a perfect round if you think about it, as far as not making mistakes. We're making mistakes, but we're par. We're parring. Like, here we go. Toughest hole usually for me. The 18th at Augusta National. In what could be Ryan Gamer's last Masters in the EA PGA Tour. It won't be. I think I'll play it. We might just keep playing the Masters until we win it. Like, Ryan, this says the Masters. You've been on the Masters here in this career mode series for 50 straight episodes. Well, yeah. Can't deny that. Ryan, why does this say episode 300 and it's still the Masters? Well, don't worry about it.
A beautiful tee shot through the chute here at 18.
Don't you worry.
That is going to be ideal.
You know, golf player licensing must be so expensive. Like, just think about the small roster in EA Sports PGA Tour, the playable pros, and the pros you can play against the career mode. Same thing with 2K25 coming out. And, like, the licensing must be insanely expensive.
Through that narrow opening.
There's no telling how much the pro golfers are asking for to be in a video game.
Second at 18.
And, you know, Matt, I know NFL, baseball, NBA, they had the Players Association. There's no Players Association in golf, right? You have to go after each individual pro. But, like, I want all of them.
This is a tough shot here. Not only is it uphill, but it
must be super expensive. I mean, it has to be. It has to be. That would be the only thing that describes it. That you can't have all the players for a career mode, right? It has to be. Same thing for tennis. Look at tennis. Tennis is the same way. There's no Tennis Players Association where you can get licensing to all the players, right? So if you see Topspin and then what is the name of the other tennis game that came out? I can't remember the name right. I don't know why I can't think of it. You all could probably think of it. It was an hilarious episode 1 of that career mode on the channel, but I mentioned it to say it's the same way. Like, the rosters. Well, actually, the ATP roster, the Topspin roster, not too many. The ATP roster, though, of the other game has a lot, actually, but still not a full roster. And, wow, these solo sports athletes must ask for a whole lot of money. That'd be the only thing that explains it. Like, there's no telling how much the licensing are. Now, I'm not going to do a knockdown shot, mostly because we haven't hit one good all day. And I want to put this onto that slope and spin it back with the 7-iron. A little off on the swing plan, but barely. That wind was in our face, but a little bit from right to left. It affected a lot. Spieth did the same thing. Okay. Gotta hit my favorite shot in the game. Probably the only way to stop this ball is a spinner. We've got to land this up over the slope and get kind of lucky. Or wait. No, I don't think that's the... I think a flop shot is the way. Yeah, I really do. That's a perfect change at the last second. Knowing that if I had a spinner, it's going to go.
But a beautiful use of the
been hitting the flop shot for good
once
in this tournament. If you watch this entire series, you've seen how bad I am with the flop shot. Look, Spieth hit a spinner, and maybe that was a spinner. It looked like a spinner, maybe chip shot.
Well,
but
this is a case
you got to
where
flop it. It's the only way.
Eagle if he's able to get this done.
If he can just make it,
and I don't blame Spieth. I mean, I miss the flop shot 99% of the time. That's a good line. I mean, good speed, but missed the line.
But he could not get it to go in.
That's a par, and this was a bogey-free round at the Masters in 10 to 15 miles per hour. Even sometimes it gusted, it seemed like, to 19 or 20. That is absolutely fantastic. 4 under there in the final round. We fought till the end. We made mistakes. We battled back. Bogey-free at the Masters.
And that's going to wrap up
for the final round.
Our 18 holes of golf.
4 under is so good. One under on the front, 3 under on the back. Then Spieth sends it in.
Okay,
good par.
Oh,
bogey.
As that one is finished off. And he'll fall to 13 under.
That's what I anticipated. Look, I've been watching them. Look at all the bogeys. I knew they were not going to play great. 24th, top 25.
Sunday. It won't be enough to place him too high on the leaderboard, but a terrific final round nonetheless.
Certainly, and I want to re-emphasize what you were saying, though, Rich. Sunday, it's so important because when you can close, and irrespective of the position they finish, but you're learning to close. That was the key today.
Hey, Jordan Spieth had a great round. Had that eagle and then closed out with a bogey on 17 and 18th. I mean, we know how tough those holes are. Now, we played fantastic golf. Like, it is so easy to look at our score and be like, well, we lost, right? And we did. But we played exceptional golf, minus that triple bogey this week. That is a 1 under on the front in extremely tough conditions and pins, a 3 under on the back, no bogeys this round in extremely tough conditions and wind. That is heart right there. We fought, we never gave up, despite putting ourselves in sometimes terrible positions, knocking out a couple patrons off, I don't even know, like, how fast that ball was traveling. A huge mistake there, and I feel sorry for those patrons in attendance when Ryan Gamer's on the tee, right? Matt Fitzpatrick gets the win today. Congrats to Matt Fitzpatrick for the green jacket. Winning in a playoff against Robbie Shelton, and Xander Schauffele battled tough conditions, shot a 1 under, and yeah, we can see how. Look at Tony Finau battling to third. 6 under par, love that. And amateur Jonathan Adams, 6 under, what? So, scoring-wise, you know, the new record, right? There's a new record now. So Matt Fitzpatrick and Robbie Shelton both broke Dustin Johnson's record at the Masters. Xander Schauffele and Tony Finau tied it, and that was just insane scoring. And we were only, I say only, but we were only 9 off from winning and tied for 24th. What a comeback, right? Not a comeback to win, obviously, but what a fight. A lot of heart today, everybody. That was a whole lot of heart, and I'm proud of this tournament this week. We battled adversity. We battled very tough conditions and tough greens, just like you will always face at the Masters. Wow. And just amazing. Just amazing. What an extreme test of golf today. We battled to the end. Thank you for the one times. Thank you all for never giving up on me. We fought, and I had to fully focus and lock in for all those pars and all those birdies. We never gave up. We kept fighting, and that is a top 25 at the Masters. That is a great accomplishment. The problem is obviously that's going to be another Masters without a victory, right? I mean, we know how tough it is. I mean, it's just insanely tough. And yeah, what is going to be the next tournament? So let's see, RBC Heritage. Let's see what we got coming up here. So this is the RBC Heritage at Harbor Town, Wolf Creek. When is the next? Oh, Evan Resort. No. I know what you're thinking. The answer is no. Some of you are thinking, Ryan, yeah, let's do Evan Resort next, or Wolf Creek. No. Let's go the PGA Championship next at Valhalla. Ryan Gamer, Louisville, Kentucky. Not a fan of Louisville, you all know this, but a huge fan of the Kentucky Wildcats in Lexington, which is just about an hour away, about 60 miles, I want to say. And wow, Valhalla Golf Club, our first time playing it in this career mode. We may play the PGA Championship in the next tournament in this career mode at Valhalla Golf Club. Oh my. This will be our first time playing Valhalla in the career mode because they added it after we started this career mode. So season 1, we did not play. Now we have won. We've won every major besides the Masters, as we all know at this point. Everybody knows that. So yeah, what a battle. And here's the thing. Nothing to be upset at ourselves. That is a 13 under at Augusta National. That is an incredible round, an incredible tournament. We played exceptional golf, and we battled adversity after a triple bogey in round 1. We fought back in round 1, 2, and specifically 3, that 5 under. I would never predicted I would have shot a 4 under in those conditions final round. I don't think any of you all predicted that, especially after we hit the patrons there. So don't you all worry. They will get probably, I don't know, they're gonna get something big from Ryan and Jerry, like a big gift and maybe multiple dinners, and Jerry's gonna cover the medical bills, right? I don't know how that worked. I don't know how Ryan was able to talk into Jerry that. Maybe Jerry doesn't know that yet. So we may be looking for a new caddy in 2K25. No, Jerry has already locked it in. Contract is signed. So Jerry will be the caddy in 2K25. And I'm really excited for that new career mode, as you all know. Now, here's the thing. What I wonder about with the licensing of players. In the career mode, for me, it's not about having every single player in that you can actually play against in the final pairing. Like in this game. But for me, it's about having all the pros' names, the current pros on the leaderboard. So even if you don't have access to play as Scottie Scheffler, which we know PGA 2K25 does not have the rights to Scottie Scheffler, we still need to see Scottie Scheffler on the leaderboard, right? Right? You have to. So, like, if you can't buy the rights to use the playable pro, it's too expensive, or maybe it's exclusive to EA. It's like, can we still buy the rights to use the players on the leaderboard? As all of us, I feel like, are PGA fans, if you're watching this video, we want to play against the current players. We want to play against the best players in the world, regardless of whether we see their shots. That's not what I'm as worried about. I want to see them on the leaderboard, right? Because you're not always going to be playing at the same time as those pros. I'm okay with not playing against them head to head, because I understand the licensing must be super expensive, but I want to have their names on the leaderboard. And I feel like most people out there would probably agree with me. I'd like to hear your all's thoughts on that. Are you the same thing as me? Like, in the career mode, you want to see all the active pros on tour to actually play against, even if they don't have all the licensed pros as playable characters, but to have their names on the leaderboards? I don't know. I feel like that's important. Would be interested to have your all's thoughts on that. But thank you for watching this video to the end. What a tournament. We battled to the end. And if you all got some enjoyment, drop a like, subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next video on the channel. And the new PGA Tour game is coming in 23 days, right? So once that game comes out, obviously this career mode will dampen. I don't know. It'll be a little bit before the next one. And then, I'll be playing at that point so much PGA Tour 2K25, a lot of content for that game. Now, that's not to say I'll never post another EA PGA Tour career mode video, because I probably will. We still got to win the Masters, though. Job's not finished, so we have not won the Masters. It's the only tournament I've left to win in this video game. So we got to chase it, and when that will be, I don't know. But next up, we might move ahead to the PGA Championship. That's probably my guess. We might go to Valhalla next. And yeah, but I'll see you in the next one. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.